this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Emerson Weaver from Leo High School and Empowered Volleyball Academy. I first picked up a volleyball, I was probably like 8. I started playing club because my best friend did it, especially going into my late middle school years. I started training hard, and now I'm playing high school and I love it, and I'm playing beach and I love it, and it's amazing because I get the best of both worlds. For the past 2 years, I really focused on beach, and that's really where I kind of want to go with my future. At Empowered, we've done specific sports performance training with PSM, and it's really just helped us grow as athletes. I notice it, I'm jumping higher, I'm running faster. It's just really helped me overall. It's insane how much of a better athlete I've become, being able to lift and do all those different movements, and I can really just notice it as a club. It's truly helping us all the way around as volleyball players. It's just been super beneficial.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
PSM is not just for me, it's for all athletes in the city, because I'm not the only person in the city that's playing different sports. There's people that play golf, lacrosse, every type of sport in there. I like how it's just personalized. So like your sport, over the winter and most of the summer, I think I focused on putting on weight, putting on more muscle. That'll help in all aspects of football, being able to defeat blocks, tackle, and prevent injuries more. I'm way stronger in other mental aspects of the game, my approach at the plate, how to play different hitters and all that type of stuff that goes into the game. But once August came around, then it was full football mode. It was kind of cool to get that first football offer, and it also shows people around the area that I'm something other than just a baseball player.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
From day one, it was basically the sport for me, and I knew that. I grew up on a golf course. A lot of my family's played golf, and then there's been a lot of college golfers I played with, and I've always wanted to be like them. College golf's always been a goal, and I'm excited that I'm going to get that chance. I ended up choosing Franklin. I really like it there. Really young program. Great school as well. I just enjoyed it there, and definitely excited for the 4 years. I started Edge 2 years ago, and that's where I've noticed my biggest improvements. It's coming in here, getting speed, agility, as well as rotation and everything. It all translates to the golf game. Becoming stronger, gaining some club speed, be able to hit it farther. You have to put in the work. Also, the mental game's a big thing, and Tiffany and I work on that a ton, and I think she's probably one of the biggest reasons why I am where I am. That's a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you really don't think about that really translates to the golf game.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape, and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape, and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
All right, welcome hockey fans. It is a beautiful sunny day here in the fort. 54 degrees the high. It's still climbing. We'll get up to 56. The low will be 32. Well, it's Sunday, March the 9th, 2025, and it's playoffs here in the fort. The Fort Wayne Spacemen are proud to host the Chicago Cougars. All brought to you by the United States Premier Hockey League. Well, hockey fans, last night the Spacemen came out early. They netted a goal at 33 seconds. That goal was put in by Tucker Tone as he opened up the door for that game there. And it was a pretty good opening start for the playoff season here for the Spacemen. And then it was a second goal put on that by, I think, he was helped on that goal by Derek Richard. Trying to get my stats up here, and we'll get this right back up here. So, on that first goal, Tucker Tone, he gets some help from Derek Richard and Jackson Cothran, and that was at 33 seconds. But at 7:40, Jace Lacey gets an unassisted, and that eventually becomes the game winner. In the second period, Yvonne Barnashoff picks up a goal. Alexis Toussaint, Thomas Chenet helps out him as a power play goal. And Brody Burge picks up a goal, so it gives him 4-0. So then, but the third period comes around, Chicago comes alive, and Breck Tumbrick comes in, and he picks up a goal right there. And that helped out Chicago to try to motivate them. But it was Derek Richard who picks up a goal, and it just kept going. Yvonne Kershaw picks up another power play goal, and Derek Richard gets another goal. So those two got 2 goals in that game there. It was low on penalties, just looks like a total of 6 penalties in that game there, and that's where it ended up. So pretty good matchup there. Pretty good game for the Spacemen as they came out and they started out early. So we'll see if that's a different game here today as the Cougars are ready for action here. Not on the road, staying the night, taking it easy, and they are ready for action here. Let's see if that helps out. At the game we saw earlier, the Metro Jets, who lost in fourth period late in the fourth period yesterday, stayed overnight in the hotel, kind of relaxed, and they came out and picked up a victory. So we'll see if Chicago will try to do the same thing here. But it's going to be something to watch, so we hope you stay tuned and stay in it with us as we watch it here. So that was last night's game. What's it going to be today? It's do or die for Chicago, so who's it going to be this afternoon? It's playoff time. And we are ready for action because the Spacemen are here in town, and when they are, it's hockey time in Fort Wayne. And the Cougars have taken to the ice starting in net tonight. It's a carbon copy of yesterday. Cameron Beauville will start, number 60. Left defense, Jordan Tricosis, number 2. And number 89, Luke Zabriskie will round out the right D there. Starting up front, center number 25. It will be William Stronello, left wing, Rocco Romito, number 12. And looks like number 15, Damian Calzada, will be on the help on the forward line as well. So we will get ready for the starting lineup of the Fort Wayne Spacemen as they take to the ice, and it will be the same. Starting in net, number 35, Chris Jingra will start in net, left defense. Number 18, Maxim Mayuk. Number 77, Jack Backstrom will be the right D. Center will start out Derek Richard, number 43. Left wing will be Jackson Cothran, number 12. And on right wing will be Tucker Tone, number 16. So we will see action here as we get the starting lineup for the Spacemen announced. And we will have the national anthem, and we'll have action here. We're a little delayed. We had honor of the billet families for those who have brought the players into their homes. And we wanted to thank them, so that put it off a little bit. But nonetheless, we will be here for action. As we get ready here, we'll be about 47 minutes off, but that's okay, or 15 minutes actually off. The 3:30 was supposed to be puck drop, but we're not too far off. Hope you are ready to see the action here. Now we will have the playing of the national anthem. And we thank you for participating in the national anthem. Once again, we want to thank all of those who have served, are serving, or who have laid their life down for this great country, served in the armed forces here in the United States. And we honor them in playing in the national anthem, and we thank you for that. I've said this once before, that we could be playing the national anthem from many countries if we put the flags all around the rink. Because we have representatives from Russia, from Ukraine, from Canada, and have a player from Belarus, from Sweden, from all around playing on this team here, and it's an honor to have them there and stand. We do see a change. We see Scully coming in playing on the starting lineup. So we see him in place of Jackson Cothran, I believe. So he is up on the left wing. So Scully starting. All right, we are ready. 20 minutes on the clock. Fresh ice, ready for puck drop. Here we go. Game 2 of the playoffs for 2025 in the USPHL. And the face-off won by the Spaceman. Mayuk throws it back, but he ends up firing it on to Jingra. It gives a chance Calzada to tie up Backstrom. Backstrom getting tied up. Chicago mounting a chance here early on the miscue pass. Picked up now. Here we go. Richard feeds over to Tone. Here comes Tone. Tone looking. Sees up front, but it's broken up there by Tricosis. Chicago looks to go out of the zone, and they do. Throw behind on the pass, cannot connect. To Romita. Romita gets hit there. by Tone. Tone puts in. Well, he tries to, but it's taken away. And now Richard with it now. The defense is called in. So here they go. And it's poked. But as defense comes in, they can't set in time. But Tone puts it back into the attacking zone, and forwards finish out the changes here. All right, now sitting behind. Oh, on a stretch, and it'll be an icing coming against Chicago. Trying to feed the pass there. Orashev could not, he stretched for it, but he just couldn't connect. That puck sliding down that nice, clean ice.
Love the intensity here from the Spacemen. Tucker Tone starting the game off with a big hit. We talked about near the end of the last game, Chicago was trying to establish a physical presence, and Fort Wayne pretty much wiped that away.
The puck finally comes away from the faceoff circle, favor of the Spacemen. It was sitting there for a while. Martinshev on the pass. It's still behind. Receives it. And it's up front. And a shot and save. Clears out into the corner. To the slide on the pads. Vachon on the keep. Puts it in. Kirscher bringing it in. He's going to go after it in the corner as well as Visocki. Oh, just slides through, and it's going to be picked up. Wellington with a shot. Comes in and out. Well, no, he hangs on to it. He just puts it up in the glove. Stick save. Cameron Beauville. Boy, he got frustrated last night, and he stayed with the game. We saw him down in the second period just getting hammered, but he just kept playing. He faced a lot of shots in that game, and he's pumped up here today. Well rested, and let's see how he fares out here as the Spacemen keep it in the attacking zone. Trying to hang on to it and keep working it, but it is kept. Comes off the glass. And it will be Scully tries to, oh, he almost advances it, but it's covered. Beauville still seeing a lot of action in his zone. Face-off goes to Chicago. Can't get rid of it, so they went to clear it around. Spacemen take over. Up front, Toussaint trying to work it. And here comes Chicago as they do push it out. Now it's going to be picked up by Varon. Feeds it across to Bonin. Tipped up by Toussaint, and it's going to be legged out by Bergman. It's going to be played by Beauville. And the puck's loose, and it is... Oh, and now it's picked up by Chicago's Bonin. Couldn't hang on. It's going to be poked by the hands of Varon. Toussaint trying to pick it up. Chicago with it now, right in the scoring circle. Lacey ties up his guy, leaves the puck loose. And here comes Bonin in with Burge. Takes a shot. Drawn out of the air. Bonin's getting hammered around here, but he's skating away. Face-off will be Chicago here, and it'll be stick side of Cameron Beauville. I think he's directing some traffic there, and he looks pumped up here. Bouchard on the face-off, couldn't connect it with Cheney. Backstrom couldn't get it in on delayed offside. Picked up Chicago as it gets put back in. Back and forth on goal line. It's cleared out, and it is going to be played. Picked up in the hands of Janvier to Cheney. It's back to Backstrom. Backstrom looks up ice. It's going to be tipped, and it's going to be an icing. Nope, they say tip. Chicago is trying to get rid of it. Janvier on the keep. Gets on the stick of Richard, keeps it in the zone. Janae with it, throws it back, but it's intercepted by Chicago, but it's picked up by Janvier. So it was cleared out into the neutral zone. Cougars looking to go up ice, and as Janvier, that nice stretch pass almost connected there to Calzada, but he was shut down. Backstrom's going to bring it in, gets a shot, pad save on the rebound, comes all the way out into the neutral zone, picked up by Yvonne Kirscher. He goes across over to Vachon. Vachon feeds it up. Oh, it goes through everybody. Barnashev's getting through on a no ice. Cougars working to get this out. Meanwhile, they are trapped still in their zone. Now they finally connect to Calzada. He comes all the way back. And the puck's going to go back in. No ice. Well, no, it is ice. As it comes around to Vachon, and it was out of reach, I suppose, to Rocco Romita. And we'll take the face-off stick side of Cameron Beauville. With just around over 4 minutes of play here so far in the first. On the face-off. Around it goes, and it is going to be in the hands of Visocki, but now picked up by Chicago, and they miscue on the pass there. And they say no ice. As Wellington comes back, ties up Calzada. Kirscher with it, feeds it up. The linesman takes out the 10. I think Riani there, he was going to keep it in. He was just trying to get out of the way. Didn't know the play was behind him. Visocki with it now. Visocki trying to stay in the slot here. Lets the puck go. Kirscher with a shot there and hits a player, ends up in the corner. Picked up's going to feed the slot with a shot. Barron there will pick it back up. Alex Barron, shot save. Off the pads, feeds it right back up. Kirscher was out without a stick. Now he's picked up his lumber here. And here comes Chicago. 2-on-2 developing here. Broken up off the play, but picked back up. Horayashev dumps it in, Bonin with it now. And here we go, Bonin coming up the ice. With an attempt there, broken up stick, gathers it back up, feeds it right into the crease there. It is picked up by Chicago. They're searching for it. Spacemen do well getting underneath the puck and taking it away from any chance that Chicago has had, especially if the puck gets put behind them. So an icing call against the Cougars. That'll keep them trapped in their zone. Tired. On the face-off, Cheney drops it back to Backstrom. He tries to feed something quick there, ends up on the board, still in possession of Fort Wayne. Chicago trying to clear it out of the zone. Backstrom picks it up, and it is into the hands of Michael Scully. Scully with it. Scully's trying to feed it, goes across the pads. Cheney's getting his stick tied up, does come out, hanging on to it, feeding a shot that went wide. Scully picks up. He's working along the boards. And it ends up back with an attempt, with mostly a keep, comes off the boards. Put on by Mayuk. Another keeper. This one's blocked, but is a chance for Scully to get a hold of it. It does spoil it there. Get the pass there. Scully with a shot into the pads. Another stop for Beauville. Looking for it, grabbing it out of the air. Was Horayashev. Spaceman trying. Now they got control here. Toussaint will look to put it in on a chain. No, he's got to stay out. Chicago going across. Toussaint gets the intercept. He's trying to split in. He comes in and he spins around, but it's taken away. Chicago stayed with him. Reading his options there. Gives him a chance to bring this in. Coming in. DeFos looks across. Still, DeFos can't pick up the pass there. Kept in by Point. Now it's picked up. Jean-Pierre with it now. Goes over to Toussaint. Connects. Goes in and out of the stick, though. But Toussaint keeps on it. Shot goes wide. Kept in Wellington feeding it. Comes out of the corner. Stick lift is thrown into the corner. Takes Toussaint off the play. On a delayed offside as he had to come back and get the stick. Gives Chicago a chance. Puck's turned over. Solid pick by Wellington to John Vier. Now turned over as he tried to give a pass. Defoe's trying to finish what he started. Goes off the boards. Wellington picks up. John Vier looking for it. It's up. It's going to be covered. Zingrau had to pick this one up. He saw it right in front of him.
Saw it right in front of him. I don't think Chicago has a shot yet.
It was close. Good tie-up for defense there to keep them from looking for it. But, yeah, it was a battle there as the puck was just slow-moed right in reach of Zingrau to cover this. Bonin taking some heat, feeds it, gets it out. As Toussaint is looking for it in the feet. Plays it. And right now it's back and forth. Puck possession now. Drawn back, Barron feeds over to Bonin. It's intercepted. And the puck is dumped in by Calzada, and he's going on a change. Bonin with it now. He's getting pushed there by Romita. Now he's double teamed, and it's taken away Chicago with a look. Birkencotter tried to feed. Bonin loses his stick. Here's a chance now. And a shot, and a save, a rebound. Trying to go after it with an official in the way there. So Bonin had to reach out and push. Visocki coming in to try to help. Goes into the corner. Visocki there trying to get rid of it. Visocki lets it go, and it goes on net, and it's covered by Beauville. So after all that, some good attempts by Chicago. Spacemen managed to get it up for the cover of Beauville so they can get the face-off in the attacking zone and a change. Good pressure put on by Chicago there to try to get something going. But still sitting on zeros here, and we're near the halfway mark. Burge now with the puck. Tried to feed, maybe there's a stick out. And that'll be of the goaltender. He's with the player stick right now. Richard with a shot, and it's a kick save for the player who gave up his stick. I think that's Plumbert. Spacemen trying to keep control. Chicago trying to get rid of it. Try to get their goaltender's equipment back. Here comes a chance now, coming all the way up the ice. Tumbrick, who picked up that one goal last night, had a chance there, but it was stopped by the Spacemen. Good defensive back checking. Here we go now. Goaltender has the right equipment. And Chicago will try to work it out of their zone, and they do. With a hit and a tie up here. The puck is going to be picked up Scully. Scully with it. Feeds it to Backstrom. It's turned over and goes on the offsides as Delphos tried to pick it up. And we'll see a face-off just outside of Fort Wayne's defensive zone with 10:16 remaining here in the first period. A little different than yesterday.
Yeah, not as quick a start for the Spacemen.
Michonne picks up on the face-off. Scully picks up. Scully is let off the puck here, so it's loose. And now it's gathered back up with possession of Fort Wayne. They dump it in to the attacking zone, and it's picked up and played by Tricosis. Scully picks it up. Tricosis goes back after it, but now it is Delphos with it now. He connects, but can't hang on. It was Schabel skating back. I think Holling was coming back, but it is a look and a shot, and it's going to be just picked up as it slides into the neutral zone. Sinead picks up. Says picked up by Janvier. Gets back into Chicago zone here. Chicago working on some personnel changes here. Schuster comes all the way up. They're not noticing where he's at now. Now trying to bring it in is Birkencotter. He gets it out of the zone. Picked up, Vachon drops it back. Janvier takes a hit, leaves the puck go, but it's a triple man behind the goal line. And almost spoiled there with Schuster's attempt. It is turned over with a look. Shot and held on as Chris Gingras shuts down the attempt there. So on a turnover, a good attempt here put on by Chicago to try to net something here early on. Now they'll take the face off, and it'll be glove side of Gingras. As Toussaint goes up against Schuster, picked up by the Spaceman. And it comes out as Burge comes across. Riani couldn't keep it. Meanwhile, Lacey's down the ice with the puck. He's going to feed. Oh, what an attempt there when the goaltender lost his glove. He's still, he's redressed, so he's back in action. As it's tied up in the corner, picked up by the Spaceman. Looking to try to feed it in. Players down. And Burge comes out with it. Burge is working. Turned over Chicago. Another stick is out. And a slash call. After the injury to Toussaint on a no call, a slash call will be called against the Spacemen here. We see Brody Burge in the penalty box. So here we are on the Acme Bar and Grill penalty kill. Here's a chance for the Spacemen to show what they can do shorthanded. You see the special teams on the ice. And picked up by Chicago. Goes at it with a quick look. Goes wide and high. Picked up Stornello. Stornello looking. He's going to try to wrap. Feeds up to point. Reishev there feeds it. Takes another look in the pad on the shot there. Nice stop by Gingras. Mayuk's working to get a hold of it along with Barnashuff. He does get it and he fires it down ice. Kind of get tied up in the corner there and played by Beauville. He clears it out with the pressure coming down of Yvonne Kirsha. So here we go. Tricosis puts it in, wraps around the boards. Kirsha can't find it, so he gets it back here. Reishev gives it back to him. Reishev on the high slot look, and he scores. Hits the side. Shoots all the way from the blue line. High slot shot. He finds the left upright and he just clinks it in. So Chicago's done something here they couldn't do last night. They find the lead and they do it here. 12 minutes and 29 seconds of the first period.
Yeah, working this one up top. Quality shot.
Yeah, nice wrister. Face off center ice. On the lead here with Chicago, feeling the momentum, but feeling the chance to get it back here. Tone with it now.
I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but I didn't see where the Spacemen picked up a slashing penalty in that. I even replayed the replay, and it looked like, if anything, it should have been a call against Chicago.
Yeah, they were waiting on something there. Tone puts body on Halling, frees the puck up, and now here comes Tone back to get it. Halling putting the pressure on with Delphos. Delphos, they're trying to spoil it. He gets it to Visovsky. Visovsky just trying to get it out. We're at even 7 minutes remaining. Vachon picks up, gives it to Visovsky. Visovsky with it out. Visovsky will look, takes a shot. It's high. It's off the boards. He gets a second effort, and it goes wide. He was just picking up a bouncing puck with some pressure there. And the puck's passed across, goes all the way back, and it's going to be picked up by Alex Varon. Varon with it now. Throws it back behind Tone. Will have it. Tone's going to draw on Schuster. He connects with a wide open Richard. Richard dumps it in. Around it comes to Tone. Tone will pick it up. Takes a laser. And he puts it, fires it right. Still looking for it's Beauville, but they say it's the net is up. They're looking for it. It's caught in the side of the netting, I guess. They had to lift the net to get it. Not sure why that occurred. We're resetting the net here. And now we are ready for action on the faceoff. Toussaint wins it back. Bonin with a quick shot, a stick save put on by Beauville, puts it in the corner. Chicago just gets rid of it, picks it up. Bonin feeds boards. Schuster on the touch up here. Burge trying to hang on to it. And a penalty coming against the Spaceman playing the puck. Toussaint takes the guy down. And now there's action in front of Chicago bench. So Toussaint getting the slash here. Let's see if that's all that remains, and it is. So another power play for Chicago coming here. So let's see what Chicago can do here. Jordan Krakosis gets that power play goal. It's first of the playoffs. Nikolai Oraishev and Alexander Kosakovich on the help there. This time Spacemen win the battle here on the faceoff. And they clear it back into the zone. Lacey coming up to try to spoil this again. And he does. He gets a hold of the puck. Let's see if he's going to keep it in the zone. He gets hit off the play into the boards. Now the Cougars with it, but Lacey hops back up, gets back into the play. And a shot just goes wide. Might have had a slight stick on it. And here's another look with another shot. This one's blocked by Backstrom. They pick it up and try to fire again. This one was shoved out by Gingras. Calzada fires it. They're trying to look again. They're just going to shoot from that spot. Hits another player trying to pick it up here. And it is stopped again. A lot of traffic up front. And it is picked up and hit speaker. And a stop here as we saw Gingras just getting hammered. He wasn't allowing another one on a power play. Still have 1:01 remaining on the Acme Bar and Grill penalty kill. The Spacemen get ready to set up here and see if they can make this happen. A little bit of ice repair here, so we'll take a second. Five minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in the first period. 1:01 left on the man advantage for Chicago. On the face-off, puck drop. It will be picked up by Chicago. Around it goes, set up, Tumbrink. Tumbrink feeds it back. With a shot, tipped up into the safety netting. On an effort there. Put on by Alexander Musejkovic. He was trying to redirect one in. He had a tie up there. On the face-off as it comes back. It's picked up by the Cougars. Tumbrink looking. He's going to maybe try to squeeze. He's going to hang on to it. Takes a shot, in and out it goes. It's sitting there loose and on the reach. It's going to be picked up Wellington. Gingras just could not get to it. It was just a little bit out of reach. Beauville woes it down. And Chicago holding it in their zone, looking to carry out now. Pass is going to be dumped into the zone. Gingras with it. Gingras looks, fires it up, trying to clear it out. Plummer couldn't hang on to it. He's got the puck, however, back, and he's retreating back into the zone. The Spacemen turn it over, and they draw it back. Richard is going to bring it back wisely, and now it's cleared by Bonin as he fed it to him. 2 seconds remaining, and now back to even strength on the penalty kill here for the Spacemen. So here's Chicago working to get it out of the zone. Turned over Scully. Scully looking for it. He's going to tie up his guy. Musejkovic, around it comes. Cheney picks up, feeds it off the boards, and here comes the Spaceman with it now, Richard, and he puts it into the zone. It's gathered by the Cougars. It is now in front of the bench. Kept Bonin trying to feed something. He's got a lot of green in front of him. Comes all the way across. Now it's going to be picked up by Janvier. Janvier made green light. He goes. Cheney's double team. He's coming in. The shot, grabs it out of the air and hangs on to it. It's Cameron Beauville playing a pretty good game here. He gave up 2 in the first last night, and he is allowing nothing here in the first. Cameron Beauville is doing well for his team's effort here with 3:24 remaining in the first. On the face-off, it is going to be picked up by the Cougars. Back from the circle, or in the corner. Sean loses it. He's going to come back and pick it up. Hangs on to it. Chicago picks up, and they may try to come in. Plummer couldn't get it going. He did managed to get it in the attacking zone. Janvier on a kick save here. Turnover to Plummer. Now picked up Kirsch. Kirsch drops it back to Toussaint. Toussaint with it now. Toussaint gets taken off the play. Here comes the Cougars. Toussaint stops the effort here. The puck's still in possession. Schiebel with it now. Schiebel trying to pass. It's broken up by Vachon. Hollings with it. He throws it around out of the reach of DeFos. Schiebel there trying to get it. DeFos has it now. He feeds back to Point. Point wanted to look on it one time, but it is broken up. DeFos feeds, and Schiebel there couldn't hang on to it. Barnashov feeds it up. Wysotsky there loses the puck. Comes off the glass. Backstrom will pick it up here with 2:28 remaining. Backstrom draws in Schuster. Here he goes. Hanging on to it. He had to pick it back up. He about lost it in the heel. Feeds it over to Toussaint. Toussaint with it here. Toussaint going in. Coming all the way in. Comes across, and it's intercepted. But it is, it's still with the Cougars. They just clear it out of the zone. Stetzar with it, gets rid of it. Comes back to the Fort Wayne zone. Backstrom picks up the pass there from Mayotte. Toussaint with it. Toussaint floats it. Picked up. Burge with it. Burge feeds Backstrom. Backstrom's going to go ahead and take a launch. Just sails out a little bit wide. Mayotte on the keep. Feeds it back into the corner. I think that's Birkencotter there. Tries to feed it up. And Chicago gets it out into the neutral zone. And the puck is going to be dumped into the corner. It's going to be picked up by Mayotte. Chicago going on a change. Backstrom sees. Gets up to Burge. Burge has Lacey with him. And Toussaint. Chicago picks up the puck. There's a loose glove there, right center ice, if you've noticed. And it's a race back to pick up the puck. Pushed there by Varon. Backstrom there as the pressure came on. Muskevich. And an icing coming against the Spacemen. As they were struggling to get possession or get control of it there, and they just end up getting rid of it with just over a minute remaining here in the first period, with the lead going to Chicago as they face off in the attacking zone. Toussaint versus Tumbrick, and it is a tie up here as Toussaint is tying this guy up. Tumbrick is getting just his physical back. Toussaint picks up the dump or the clear from Chicago, and it comes right back to the Cougars there, and they just keep pushing it down. Toussaint fires it into the zone. Byler there tried to clean up the Tumbrick action there. And here come the Cougars. And they're coming down strong. Here they go, coming in all the way in. And off the glove. It was going to go wide on the attempt there. Muskevich there. Chicago can't hang on, but now they do. Tumbrick with it. He's going to get it back. He had some stoppage here, but now it's going to be picked up. Oh, Muskevich comes back. He's going to feed point. Birkencotter with a shot. Horashev could not redirect it in. Went off the feet of Bonin. He gathers it up and gets it out of the zone. Byler on the chaser against Birkencotter. Birkencotter hanging on to it. He's going to feed Delphos maybe, and that will do it. Runs out the period. So the period belongs to Chicago as they came out, picked up the lone goal there. And a change of events here has seen them in the lead. And the Spacemen looking for that first goal, and they'll have to look for it in the second period. So give that one to Chicago. We'll be right back with some highlights and see what we see in that. Eric will bring that to you. So you're watching Fort Wayne Spacemen Hockey on Flow Sports, brought to you by Summit City Sports.
Preparing for takeoff for the Fort Wayne Spacemen. They're going to make the national playoffs for a second straight season.
Here comes Lacey into the zone here with a shot.
Goal! Scores! Scores! Chase Lacey and the Spacemen are going to national!
And our mindset as a coaching staff and as a team is to try to find a way to get better every day. You know, one of our core rules is, you know, be a good citizen, be a good teammate, be a good role model. The player, you know, we had 2 years ago, Derek Louis-Jean, just made an all-star game in the ECHL. You know, he came in here as a young man, as a 20-year-old, and probably more skilled than a lot of the other players in this league.
Here comes Derek over the line. Derek shoots. He scores! Derek Louis.
I think one of the special things about Fort Wayne is we're surrounded with great resources. The rink owns the team, so, you know, ice time is never an issue. We've got PSM across the street where our players can work out. We've got an athletic trainer that's there with us for, you know, most of the games on the road, all the games at home. Comet's skating coach, who's on the ice with us first practice every week to work on skating skills with these players and to make sure that we're offering the best development to help get them to the next level.
Fort Wayne has taught me many things, but probably the most important thing is to always keep pushing no matter what's thrown at you.
On the forward and D skills, sometimes we'll get a Comets player, and those guys help out a lot as well.
We were very fortunate to have the Fort Wayne Comets in town and to be able to partner with them. Their captain, Anthony Petrozelli, actually comes out once a week and runs a skill session for our players. The relationships we're able to build with him and other Comet players that come onto the ice with us is very special and helps build a strong community within the Spacemen.
The fact that they have a pro team like the Comets here in town, it's a great resource for them. All of us players, we're pretty open to talking to anyone in the town, and so whenever these Spacemen reach out to us and just want to ask us questions on different types of how to whether it's just how do I want to shoot this puck, how should I do this type of play.
Yeah, we teach our kids to be professionals, and we hold them to a higher standard. They have great resources here, but the expectations are higher. We don't want it to be easy to be a Fort Wayne Spaceman.
Here we have guys from Australia, Russia, Ukraine. It's everywhere in the world, and it just makes it a great group, and we learn from each other, and it's just amazing.
Woolley, up top Tetro, shoots, goal! Sam Tetro, his first goal is a hat trick!
Everyone supports and respect each other and everything, and I think that makes us one of the best team in the league.
Yeah, guys help me because it's different hockey with Russia, and guys show me how it works, and I'm grateful for all.
I've had other billet families before. I don't think I've ever had the type of relationship that I do with them. One of the things I think is nice about it is you get to know these people more than you do like anybody else.
It's been incredible. I think they put the players first and make sure that you get the development you need. They really make sure that all the players are doing well, and not only on the ice but off the ice, and making sure they have everything's well with your billets and that you have a really good fit while you're playing here in Fort Wayne.
Honestly, the first week I got here, I felt like I got welcomed to the family right away and just got introduced to everything. It was really cool.
I just love the people here in Fort Wayne, and the past 2 years prior to this year, I just had a really good experience, and I had the chance to come back, and there's no better group that I want to go out with than the Spacemen, so I decided to come back.
Coaching staff has just really pushed me to become the player I know I can become. It's good having that person there to really motivate you and push you and just bring out the best in you.
The coaching staff here taught me how to be the same skills as a pro, and they taught me how to be a better person off and on the ice and be more well-rounded as a person.
We come together during the games and in practices. We have a ton of fun. I think it's just a strong group of individuals.
Welcome back to the Ice House, where after one period of action, the Spacemen trail 1-0 against the Chicago Cougars. The Spacemen premier, I should say. After the first period, face-offs are 4-9 in favor of Fort Wayne. Shots, I will get up right now. I was waiting for the live stats. Shots after the first period are 13-12 in favor of Fort Wayne. Block shots 3-2 in favor of Chicago. On the power play, Chicago had 2 opportunities, managed to capitalize on one of them to put up their only goal of the evening. And in the hitting category, just about even, 6-5. We'll show you that Chicago goal now. Came on the power play from up top. You're going to see Jordan Tricosas with the goal, assisted by Nikolai Oroshev and Alexander Mushakiev. That was the only goal of the period. Aside from that man advantage, it's been pretty much even throughout this first period of action. So we will step aside once again. I'm Eric Hosmer. You're watching Fort Wayne Spacemen playoff hockey live on Flow TV, brought to you by Summit City Sports.
playing soccer since I was 5 years old. Started with Upward and then started with the Leo middle school teams and then started playing high school and decided that soccer was my sport. I further wanted to play travel and I decided to play with Sport Club. College soccer has been a dream for me since freshman and sophomore year of high school. I went to the Manchester University ID camp and I really liked it. Their team is very young. They have a lot to look forward to. They're big on family and that's what I really like. The last couple months have been very critical, battling through both my surgery and my other injury. I've worked with Mike at Parkview Athletic Rehab to strengthen my knee. The EDGE program makes me better as a soccer player because soccer comes with strength and with the agility, change of direction. I've become a faster runner. Tiffany has helped me become a better person in general. She's helped me throughout my injuries and she's one of my #1 supporters. PSM has been very beneficial with making sure I'm still healthy and becoming more healthy and that made me drive to be better at soccer. I'm very happy from where I came.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Emerson Weaver from Leo High School and Empowered Volleyball Academy. I first picked up a volleyball, I was probably like 8. I started playing club because my best friend did it, especially going into my late middle school years. I started training hard and now I'm playing high school and I love it and I'm playing beach and I love it and it's amazing because I get the best of both worlds. For the past 2 years, I really focused on beach and that's really where I kind of want to go with my future. At Empowered, we've done specific sports performance training with PSM and it's really just helped us grow as athletes. I notice it, I'm jumping higher, I'm running faster. It's just really helped me overall. It's insane how much of a better athlete I've become, being able to lift and do all those different movements and I can really just notice it as a club. It's truly helping us all the way around as volleyball players. It's just been super beneficial.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
PSM is not just for me, it's for all athletes in the city because I'm not the only person in the city that's playing different sports. There's people that play golf, lacrosse, every type of sport in there. I like how it's just personalized. So like your sport, over the winter and most of the summer, I think I focused on putting on weight, putting on more muscle. That'll help in all aspects of football, being able to defeat blocks, tackle, and prevent injuries more. I'm way stronger in other like mental aspects of the game, my approach at the plate, how to play different hitters and all that type of stuff that goes into the game. But once August came around, then it was full football mode. It was kind of cool to get that first football offer, and it also shows people around the area that I'm something other than just a baseball player.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
From day one, it was basically the sport for me, and I knew that. I grew up on a golf course. A lot of my family's played golf, and then there's been a lot of college golfers I played with, and I've always wanted to be like them. College golf's always been a goal, and I'm excited that I'm going to get that chance. I ended up choosing Franklin. I really like it there. Really young program. Great school as well. I just enjoyed it there, and definitely excited for the 4 years. I started Edge 2 years ago, and that's where I've noticed my biggest improvements. It's coming in here, getting speed, agility, as well as rotation and everything. It all translates to the golf game. Becoming stronger, getting some club speed, be able to hit it farther. You have to put in the work. Also, the mental game's a big thing, and Tiffany and I work on that a ton, and I think she's probably one of the biggest reasons why I am where I am. That's a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you really don't think about that really translates to the golf game.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade-in services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape, and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Here we are back, and we are ready for second period action here. It was all the Cougars as they took it to the Spacemen and get the 1-goal lead, something they never had yesterday, and they want to keep it. Both teams saw both goaltenders with 12 saves, but it was that one extra shot. It was a power play shot high off the slot there, and that gives the 1 goal to the Cougars, and they had another chance, and they couldn't seal the deal there. And let's see what happens here in the second period. So both teams have been coached, and they'll figure out what they did good and what they did wrong in the first period, and we'll suspect to see a very good second period here. Usually the second period will bring a lot of penalties and goal scoring maybe, but we'll see how this one plays out different. As we saw some penalties, the only trips to the penalty box for Fort Wayne, so let's see if that changes here in the second period. But nonetheless, it are the Cougars. They're maintaining the 1-goal lead. And we will see how we can get this going here in Fort Wayne. 20 minutes on the clock, fresh ice ready for action here. We are ready here for some 5-on-5 hockey. Beauville getting set in place here as we see them right in front of us. And the face-off is won by the Spacemen. They put it in the zone early, turned over. Rihanna trying to get rid of it, and he feeds it back on an icing call. But it's a no harm, at least for personnel for the Cougars, but they will see the face-off in their defensive zone. Spacemen elect to go stick side of Beauville. Richard versus Romita. Birkencotter comes back to try to pick up Tone, pushes him off the play up front. Richard gets it into the pads. He gets the rebound. It comes out of the corner, feeds point. Mayuk with the look, just sips wide. Now Romita trying to go after it. Oh, and he puts a hit on Backstrom. Backstrom keeps it in the zone. Picked up by Mayuk. Now it's going to be Burge. Burge picks up. He's got Rihanna all over him. Burge hanging on to it. Feeds it up front, and a shot, and a goal! Good play by Burge to stay behind the goal line. He was working it, and he feeds it up to Tucker Tone, and Tucker Tone brings one in, and he finds the back of the net here at 37 seconds. Just a little bit off from last night as they scored at 33 in the first. It took them a while to do it, but they do it early here in the second. Looking back to their old ways, this one's tied up, folks. At playoff here in Fort Wayne. Off the face-off, picked up by Chicago. Momentum through Fort Wayne. The puck splits the defense, slowly comes back into the zone. Kircher will come after it. It's kept in the zone. Vivachon working on it now. Plummer gets a hold of it. He's trying to clear it out. He launches it, but he hits the penalty box glass right there at the Spaceman bench. We'll see a face-off back into the Chicago zone. So good effort put on by the Spacemen. That coaching works. As we see Tucker Tone assisted by Rex Woolington. Picked up now. Barnershoff with it now. Barnershoff feeds point. Michonne with it. Takes a shot. It's wide. Comes off Tumbrick there. Vasaski ties him up stick side. Plummer tries to feed it out, but it's soft, and it's going to be picked up by the Cougars as they mount a charge now into the zone. Leaves it behind. Picked up Spaceman. Here we go. Up ice. One-on-one here for a second. Barnershoff hangs on to it. Barnershoff can't. It's taken away by Plummer. Couldn't connect there with Kirsa. Plummer with a shot, and it's covered. Stick save comes out, but it ends up being covered by Gingras, and we'll see a face-off in the Fort Wayne zone. So good job by Tucker Tone as he put one on last night at 33 seconds for the opener for the Spacemen. And he puts one on here at 37 seconds here in the second, so just one period behind, I suspect. Still working on the goal line with it, trying to get out of the zone. And here we go, coming up ice strong is Shanae. Shanae looking, and he gets slashed off the play there, but no call. Good play by Hollings to try to stop the effort there. Schiebel trying to mount something. It gets taken away. Toussaint with it now. Here comes Toussaint. Toussaint coming in. He gets hammered by Delphos. Toussaint still looking up front. And trying to get it going was Lacey. Schiebel with it now. Schiebel tries to get it out. A hit by Shanae as he goes on to the bench. Monin with it now. Change for Chicago gives Toussaint. Toussaint couldn't hang on to it. It just sips through the stick. Birkencotter comes back, sets in place. Burge couldn't hang on either. It's going to be held in. Toussaint feeds it over. Oh, he couldn't get it. Good stick there by Chicago. Tone feeds it, gets it in to Richard. Richard gets through the hit from Riani. Richard gets in. Schuster's going to get a hold of this, but there'll be a slashing call, or a hooking call, actually.
Finally get to see that Fort Wayne power play.
So Riani heading into the penalty box was pleading his case. Leo Riani out of Warrenville, Illinois. Last year, the former Chicago Crush player here helping out with the Cougars here, and he finds himself in the penalty box.
That should be another one. Sticked in the face at the face-off dot. Just a couple taps of the stick. Let's see if I'm too late for the replay on that.
Yeah, there's a conference right here with the officials right here, right at the face-off. Toussaint takes one right in the chops there. And that was from Nikolai Arayashev. So just right off of this one. So they're heading into the box on a high stick, so it's going to be a two-man advantage.
I had it all on video. It was pretty blatant, Bryce.
Yeah, good. Good capture. Thank you, Eric. On a high stick. Sell sending them one by one into the penalty box, which will be serving two minuters here, and it will be so on a Rudy Cigar Shop power play ×2. Explanation right here. We do see Orashev pleading his case that he felt that it was an acting job. You see that from body language in the penalty box, but nonetheless, Still was a high stick, and it did, right on that draw, there was no need. So that's what, I'm sure that's what the head referee is explaining here.
Seems like Toussaint is in the heads of a lot of these Chicago Cougars right now.
Had he done damage, then we're talking.
Oh yeah,
more time on the clock there, or worse.
Spacemen took advantage of that time off to coordinate their strategy here on the 5-on-3.
Well, they do a soft pass, and it didn't work, so it was a good clear for Chicago on the two-man advantage here for the Spacemen as they pick it up, and it's stopped there by Gingras, and Calzada will just kind of stay up a little bit, but he can't mount too much of pressure here. Now he tries to seize in, try to double team one side, leaves it wide open for Backstrom to take that pass across, feeds it, and a good shot there put on by Barnachev. Now he's going to hang on to it. Calzada all over him. Barnachev feeds it to Backstrom. Backstrom goes across. Try to look at this again. Taking a shot out. It comes loose, and it's still playable. Kirscher with it now. Kirscher got some power play goals last night, 2 of which he may want to try to get another one here. Backstrom picks up. Backstrom's got to hang on to it. Still with a minute 10 on two-man advantage. Picked up Kirscher, throws it around. Now it goes over to Barnachev. Barnachev with it now. Feeds it across. Got some room this time with a shot wide. Comes up off the boards. Backstrom with it now. Here's Backstrom. Feeds it back to Barnachev. Going in. Visosky with a shot. Rides it right off the pads. Comes out of the zone, and it's legged out by Toussaint. Calzada's going to be the lone change. And here we go. Here we go in the ice, or into the zone. Toussaint with it now. Toussaint goes to Tone. Tone with a one-timer. He's going to pick the rebound up. It's got Lacey back that he feeds it to. Lacey's going to give and go here. Back to Tone. Tone with it now. Tone's going to look. He's going to feed it across. Now with some room. With a shot wide. Put some power on it. Still got 29 seconds on the two-man advantage here. Here comes Toussaint. Feeding it across. Going to be picked up. Toussaint picks up and he gets a top shelf. Yeah! This all started with Alexis Toussaint on the face-off circle, and he finishes it here on the two-man advantage, and they took it down to the wire. Chicago did with good special teams defense, but Toussaint found that opening, and he popped it in and got it through Cameron Beauville, and he was doing well. Defense doing well, but two-man advantage will wear you out eventually. Good effort put on Alexis Toussaint. The Quebec, Canada native, makes his presence known here in Fort Wayne. One penalty clears off. Tarashev's penalty will stay on for 22 seconds. A power play still here for the Spacemen. And explanation here again for the coaching staff of the Chicago Cougars.
I'm not sure what they could be confused about at this point, Bryce.
Yeah, I'm not sure what would delay the game to if they want to get a re-explanation. We saw in the first period the slashing call coming against the Spacemen, which was questionable, and there wasn't a argument from the Spacemen bench. And we had a player that was hurt, and there was a no call there. So maybe they had a discussion in the locker room talking about some, we're going to defend these, we're going to make the calls on the potential injuries. And they stuck to it here. Face-off still on the power play here, working. Bonin with it now. Bonin hanging on to it, feeds it back. Switching spots, going to be picked up by Varon. Varon looking up in the slot. Lacey goes to feed, but Bonin had come in. Now, Tone picks up and he loses it, but he gets it across, and it's fed over to Alex Varon. Varon with it now. He sees Richard, but he's going to carry. He lops it up. Lacey's going to pick up the bouncer, does get it in, and it's going to be picked up and turned over here by Bonin, but it's going to be Tumbrick picks up. Tumbrick picked up the goal last night. He's tasting it. All right, Richard here picks up. Back out. It's on the delayed offside, working right on the blue line. Gets in. Lacey's going to leg this out. He's got some pressure put on him by Tumbrick. And here we go. Stretch pass down the ice with an icing coming, and Richard can't leg it out as it was picked up by Tricosis, at least by the feet there to beat him back. So face-off will be in the Fort Wayne zone. They go stick side of Chris Gingras. On the draw, picked up by Bonin. He's got to gather it back up. Feeds it off the boards. The bouncer goes underneath Lacey. On a hit from Tone. Opens the path for Richard. Does hit the shin pads of Plumbert. Tone will pick it up. Tone's trying to get it through. Picked up to Richard. Richard not going after it. Now it's going to be picked up now by Byler. Byler's getting pushed into the boards. He is still hanging on to the puck. Tone comes in to try to get it. Down goes Byler, but Tone picks up, feeds it to Shanae, and he couldn't hang on to it, and it goes through everybody, and it's back into the zone. Chicago stays out. They didn't take advantage of this on a change. They feel fresh, and they are pressing Spaceman here. Byler lets it get out, comes all the way back into the zone as Scully comes back to beat it, and he loses his stick momentarily, but he's got it as he ties it Plummer. Calzada with it now. Scully goes in after Calzada. It's tied up in his skates. Riani trying to pull it out of Shanae is there as well. The puck has stalled now. Shanae working to get it out. Calzada trying to shut him down. Shanae reaching in there as Scully keeps it tied up, and it comes up, and it is now played by the Spaceman. Pick up 1 point. Broken up on the attempt there. And it will be played down by Chicago, but turned over by Janvier. Janvier with it. On the board. Scully's got to come in to beat. Does tie up his guy and leave the puck loose. Gets into the neutral. It's played. Oh, the pass was not on target to Shanae. Gets into the zone. Birkencotter with an owl. Around it goes. Here it's going to be kept in. Rashawn on the keep. Goes all the way around out of the reach of Shanae. Can Barnershoff get there in time? And he does. Oh, he gets it under the stick. It's going to be picked up. Visosky with a look. Oh, it's blocked by Riani. Picked up Vachon. Vachon's coming in with a shot and a stop there by the blocker of Beauville. Or actually the glove. Schiebel coming up to try to get it. Vachon sails it in. Picked up by Kirsche. Kirsche's got some pressure here from Riani. Riani has it on his stick, but he can't hang on to it as he tries to get rid of it. Visosky comes up and picks it up. Feeding up front, broken up by Birkencotter. Good stop there with the feet. The official there stops it with his. Now it's fed up the point. Vachon goes wide. It's a keeper coming all the way in. It's on the effort of Janvier. Barnershoff comes out of it. He's going to hang on to it. And he gets rid of Halling. Feeds it to Kirsche. Kirsche with a look. And he hits the player. Birkencotter gets another shot, but he didn't have much on it. Gets into the pads. It's going to be kept in by Vachon. Vachon's got kind of poked here, or pinched where he put the stick. Birkencotter's going to try to wrap it out. DeFos is there. And see if he can get it out. And he does. Oh, to Schiebel, but it's intercepted on the delayed offside. It's going to be picked up Birkencotter. He's looking. May go on boards. He's going to try to carry it. Visosky's trying to shut him down. Spaceman in possession on a change from Chicago. Here we go. Kirsche, but goes off sides as Visosky tried to put on the brakes and could not. Good break for Chicago on that change there.
My God, the Spacemen are buzzing right now. They're playing like they're mad at somebody, and they're taking it out on the Chicago Cougars right now.
Yeah, they've come alive, that's for sure. Ballville picks up the puck here, leaves it back, and it's played by Tricosis. Now fed Schuster with it, but it's going to be kept in with a shot loose, and it's covered. Shanae comes back, and he's going to get a shove here as he laid off. As the puck was out for the reach of Beauville, but it was still anyone's puck as Shanae was flying in, but he didn't cause any harm there. On the face-off, Shanae with a shot, held on to Beauville. Shanae coming right off the puck drop there. All right, so now Toussaint drops it back. Backstrom feeds it. Toussaint, he had to reach for it, so he lost his balance there. On a hit, stopped there by Mayuk. Backstrom comes back, picks up, puts it around, didn't have much on it. Goes through Toussaint. Shanae feeds it out, but it's going to be picked up back by Chicago on a no ice because it was stalling. Turned over here, picked up by Toussaint with a shot. Oh, it's broken up into the safety netting as he came in with a good shot, but it was Luke Zabriskie who shut down that attempt there to protect the goaltender of Cameron Beauville. We will see the face-off here, stick side of Beauville. On the face-off, back to the Spaceman. Wellington goes across, going to be put into the corner. Richard to go after it. Now Tone goes after it. Now it's going to come back to where it should have went as Vachon with the attempt and picks up on the rebound. Spaceman score! Wayne Spacemen goal. His second of the game, third of the series, or fourth of the series, I believe. We'll have to check that one. Scored by Tucker Tone. That coming in at 9 minutes and 7 seconds. It'll be his third of the series.
Yeah, the Spacemen have taken control of this game in the second period. And it shows there.
Ballville taking a pounding like he did last night. He doesn't want to see this one get away from him. Off the face-off here, the stick is down. The Spacemen coming in to try to get this going again. It's just pushed out of the zone. It's fed back in. Birkencotter goes across. Now it's going to be picked up and tried to stretch it. Now it's going to be an icing against Chicago. Tone on that. Brody Vachon picks up his first assist. Tone's third of the series. It was a full-strength goal. Both teams had a chance with power plays, and they capitalized with power play goals. But right now, it is 3 unanswered for the Spacemen here, as the first period had gone to Jordan Tricosis with the Chicago Cougars, and the Spacemen had come alive here in this second period. And you see the face-off in the attacking zone. Puck's going to be dropped back. Now it's out front. It's going to be kept in. Janvier hits a player on the keep. Birkencotter with it now. Birkencotter feeding it on the boards, but it's going to be Byler keeps it in on the backhand, riding on the blue line. Riani with it. Riani feeds it right at the scoring circle. A couple Chicago players there just sail it into the Fort Wayne zone. Bonin feeds it around. Toussaint's got to come back to get it. Toussaint throws it into the neutral. Birkencotter with it. He throws it back into the Fort Wayne zone. Now it's going to be played by Gingras. And here we go. Bonin with it. Bonin feeds it across. Spaceman hanging on to it. Pisatsky coming all the way up, I believe, or is that? It's Toussaint. Toussaint with it. Toussaint's double team. Toussaint trying to reach in there as he saw Belleville go down holding the pipes. Toussaint up front, can't hang on to it as he picked it up. Loses his stick. Skating all the way back is Barnachuff and draws the icing against Chicago. Now the officials see the stick there. They were all like just setting in place. Didn't see the extra lumber on the ice there. Kershaw on the faceoff, tries to skate through to try to pick it up. It is played there. Barnachuff got a piece of it. It's fed back to point. Holding on to it. Oh, trying to sneak it out. Does pick it up finally. Calzada is a benefactor of Romita coming back to get it. Calzada's got to try to go up back to goal line to get it. Puts a body on, and he does get the puck, but he's bodied on, and Chicago is playing pretty tough now, and they are feeding point with a look. Block shot in the skate of a Spaceman player there, protecting the slot, and here they come with it now. Kirscher with it. It gets through the hands of Barnachuff, still up front, as Visosky hit slid through. Barnachuff putting the pressure on. Kirscher trying to get it, but it gets pushed over him to Plummer. Puck is going to be stopped, but it's going to be picked up by Chicago, and they finish it off by dumping it into the zone, but this time it wouldn't be an ice. Now playing right in the corner. Here they go. Spaceman get through one. Coming up now, Barnachuff with it. Gets through. Visosky will pick up. Visosky gets the puck poked. It's loose. Kirsch's got to find it. On the stop here by Vachon, so he's going to come up, swap spots with Kershaw. Around it goes, and it is poked by Wellington, but he couldn't hang on to it. But he does get possession of it back into the Fort Wayne zone. Off the boards, picked up Halling. Halling's pushed off the play. The puck sips in. And now Fort Wayne with it. Wellington goes across. Here we go. Looking. Tone dumps it in. Off the boards. Going after it. See if he can pick it back up. It's going to be turned over and picked up into the neutral zone by Wellington. Goes across, but he feeds DeFos. And it's put in by Richard. Richard's going to try to leg this one out. Lays off the hit. And it is kept in by Wellington as he's battling Schiebel really well. I thought that was going to come out easily. And it is still a battle. Tone is there now, lone. And finally, Halling's with it. Halling does get it. Well, he didn't get it into the Fort Wayne zone, but he had possession of it. Oh, and loses it. It's Tone. Tone finally gets it into the attacking zone. 7:29 remaining in the second period. The puck goes all the way down. It's going to be picked up by Vachon in the Fort Wayne zone. Looks for Varon as Varon comes back, but he connects with Tone. Tone takes a look, takes a shot. It's loose up front. Birch had come opposite. Shot comes out again. And it's going to be picked up and played out of the zone off the hands of Statzer. Comes all the way back, and it's going to be shut down by Gingras. Gingras hangs on to it, feeds it out front to Richard. Richard goes into the corner, and it's loose up front. And Gingras misses on the poke, but back comes Varon, and he gets it out and connects with Burge. Burge feeds it, but it's a red play and poked out of harm's way by Riani. Now carrying it up is Troy Statzer. Statzer can't get it into the zone. Here they come now. Richard just lops it up, and it's going to be drawn out of the air on a change needed for the Spacemen. And he puts it right into the glove of Cameron Beauville. And we see changes for both teams now with the face-off coming into the attacking zone with 6:37 remaining. How are we looking on the stats there, Eric?
Well, I could be mistaken, but I've got shots at 15-1 right now for the Spacemen.
Wow.
In the second period. Spent a lot of their time in the attacking end.
Yeah, and it's showing. They're producing. Shows by their product on the scoreboard, that's for sure. Shanae, they're tying up his guy. Arisha feeds it across. Moskevich will pick up. He's coming in. We haven't seen them for a while with some action, and now here they are. Drops the pass. I think that's Plummer with a shot. Can't connect. Still in the zone here. Chicago hanging on to it. Plummer gets a reboot. Now it comes back. Chicago keeps it in the zone on the backhand, fed by Christophitis. Now it's a race to the puck. Plummer comes out with it. This is his third chance here. Not happy, but Chicago still in possession. And the Spacemen take it away. Puts body on it, does keep it in. He's not giving up. Is the effort of Plummer. He's going to come out with a puck again, maybe. But Chicago there, and Plummer gets it back. But he gets kind of in some traffic here. Chicago still in charge. They're going to feed it to point, maybe. Now they're going to hang on to it and throw it back behind goal line. And here's a chance for Varon to get it with a whistle here on stoppage of play. The net is off. The mooring is out. So we'll see them rebuild the house there for Chris Zingra with 5:26 remaining of the second period. All right, ready for action here in the Fort Wayne zone. They go glove side of Gingras with a quick look from Riani on the face-off attempt there. He takes the shot there. And it's worked for him once from point. Actually high slot, and that's about where Riani was, and he wants it back to get a little bit better shot than he put on. On the draw, comes back, and it's kept by Birkencotter.
They got a skate blade.
Somebody's, well, it's a blade out. Popped out of Byler. Byler don't want to come off the ice here. That's got to be difficult to play there. The official does pick it up.
Yeah, he's in trouble. He's just got to get back to the bench.
Yeah. So he can get this.
Great edge work. Look at that. Makes
and
his
he does
way
make
on one
it back.
foot. Didn't even fall.
He wanted to stay in the action because the pressure was put on by Chicago, but he realized he was a risk. Scully now with the puck, trying to hang on to it. Riani there's trying to spoil it. Picked up Richard. Richard with it now. Barnachuff with it now. Barnachuff with it. Feeds the slot. Vachon can't get there. He was coming back to maybe pick up the pass from behind. Birkencotter feeds it up. It's going to be turned over back into the Fort Wayne zone. Scully feeds it up. Now it's turned over and dumped back in to the Fort Wayne zone. Can Scully get to it? He does on the change for Chicago. He's with it. He's got a pass develop. Takes the shot in and out of the pad where it belongs. Couldn't capitalize. Barnachuff could not grab it in time. It was close. We seen that earlier with Tone's goal. Michelle throws it back to Scully. Scully gets pushed off the play. Pass comes back. Picked up Tricosis. Tricosis with it now. He green lights and then he dumps in. Comes off the boards and it is a hit there as Vachon comes back to play it. Now it's up front. And with a fast whistle and a little action here, the net, I believe, is pushed off. And the changes. .351 here left in the second. All right, here we go on the face-off. Tossed out was Kirsha. Maybe. No, he's coming back in. Oh, just waiting on. All right, everything's set. Now he's going to be tossed out. Barnachov comes in and plays his spot. Face-off there, won by the Spacemen. They push it out of the zone, put back in by Birkencotter on the delayed offside. Now it's going to be held in the hands of Gingras. Now picked up. Sean with it. He draws. Feeds, can't connect, and it'll be an icing now against the Spacemen. .334 left in the second here. Chicago chooses, well, it looked like they pointed glove side, but they're going to face off stick side. Tumbrink versus Kirsha. On the face-off, won by the Spacemen, and they wrap it on the boards. Barnashov tried to pick it up there. It's going to be kept loose off the pads. On the attempt there, put in by Jordan Tricosis. Spacemen clear it out of the reach of Visacki, and Plummer had played it. Still not out. Stick is broke here. With a penalty coming up against the Spacemen on that slash. Trying to get control, and finally Kirsha gets it. And a slashing call coming against the Spaceman here as Plummer loses a stick. So this should be the third attempt. One success for Chicago, I believe, on a power play. The very first one they did capitalize on. The second they didn't. So on the face-off, picked up, Spaceman clear it down, and it's touched up by Beauville, now into the hands of Tricosis. Tricosis feeds across. Does connect over Orshevin, and it is turned over Richard with it. Now Richard can't get it. He draws a penalty, so he's going to just allow it. And a hooking call. That was a little wiser on the play there. He's just trying to stop that turnover from Richard to capitalize. So not too much of a harm for Chicago, as it will just be a 20-second differential, but it'll be 4-on-4 for 1:40 here. But they wanted to stop the score sheet side from adding up, so.
Yeah, they had to give away their power play to do that.
Yeah. Tumbrick versus Toussaint, picked up by the Spacemen. 4-on-4 action here. Tumbrick trying to pressure in. And it's played. As we saw Varon go down on a stick check there. Toussaint feeding off the skate, picked up Tumbrick. Tumbrick's going to throw it away, basically. But no, maybe Plummer to come back and get it. Plummer can't do anything with it. Picked up Chicago now. They can't keep it in the zone, and it's a race down the ice. Tumbrick kind of laterals it across to Plummer. Plummer throws back to Birkencotter. And here comes Chicago looking like they're kind of on a power play as the Spacemen are just reacting. Still 4-on-4 here. Now bringing it around. Misajkovic, and a block from Tone on the attempt there from Plummer, and he creates a play. Here comes Tone. It's going to be 2-on-1 here. Riani there. Now a shot, and he scores on the takeaway. What an effort put on Toussaint on the play from the takeaway of Tone. And the Spacemen keep it going here. So Fort Wayne Spaceman goal. It's his second of the game. Second in the series, scored by Alexis Toussaint. And that coming in at 18 minutes and 15 seconds of the second period. And it puts the Spacemen up 4-1. 4 unanswered here in this period alone. Here they come in now. Vachon trying to feed it in. Battling now going into the corner. Tying up Jean-Pierre, puts the pressure on. Burge with it now. Rihanna trying to tie him up. The puck's loose into the corner. And now it's going to be picked up by Chicago. Calzada can't pick up the pass, but he can play it off the boards, and he does. Going up against Chenet. He's going to hang on to it. He's going to take a shot, but he shoots it up into the safety netting instead as he tried to get his feet underneath of him and just launched it. Still working on 4-on-4 here. Power play coming up in 12 seconds for the Spacemen. Off the draw here, around he goes, and it's picked up. Burge with it. Burge changes up direction, gets the pass connected. Here we go, Chenet trying to get a hold of it. Now looking, Jean-Pierre now up front. Jean-Pierre feeds it across over to Burge. Burge has to gather it up, he's double teamed. They lay off. Burge with it now. Burge gonna hang on to it, gets through Birkencotter. Hanging on to it as Plummer puts body on. And going across played, now it's up. Jean-Pierre, goes over the stick. Birkencotter pokes it. Burge gives it back. Now it's going to be picked up. Jean-Pierre is going to try to, he feeds up front. Oh, what a stop here. Here's Visacki. He can't hang on. Visacki's going to get to it back to full strength. And it is going to be connected to Schuster as the pass there from Romita did make its way to him, but now picked up Vachon. Vachon with it, feeds it out, and it's going to be intercepted by DeFos on a delayed off, and here, maybe onside now it is. Chenet looking for it. He's looking down ice. Visacki just lets it go in. Goes on target, played by Beauville. Schuster picks up the pass there from Tricosis. Now it's going to be brought in, but turned over. Visacki throws it back. And it just goes over the stick of Barnchuff. Now Backstrom has to leg it back out. Vachon goes back to pick it up, and that will do it for this period. What a beauty for the Spacemen as they picked up 4 unanswered. They were down when they came into this period on the 1 goal scored by the Cougars, but they made up for it fourfold. We will come back and give you some exciting highlights here after the break. We're excited to give you that second period from the Fort Wayne Spacemen, brought to you, on Flow Sports, brought to you by Summit City Sports. We'll be right back.
Preparing for takeoff for the Fort Wayne Spacemen. They're going to make the national playoffs for a second straight season.
Here comes Lacey into the zone here with a shot.
Goal! Scores! Scores! James Lacey and the Spacemen are going to national!
And our mindset as a coaching staff and as a team is to try to find a way to get better every day. One of our core rules is, be a good citizen, be a good teammate, be a good role model. A player, we had 2 years ago, Derek Louise Jean, just made an all-star game in the ECHL. He came in here as a young man, as a 20-year-old, and probably more skilled than a lot of the other players in this league.
Here comes Derek over the line. Derek shoots. He scores! Derek Louis shot.
I think one of the special things about Fort Wayne is we're surrounded with great resources. The rink owns the team, so ice time is never an issue. We've got PSM across the street where our players can work out. We've got an athletic trainer that's there with us for most of the games on the road, all the games at home. Comet's skating coach, who's on the ice with us first practice every week to work on skating skills with these players and to make sure that we're offering the best development to help get them to the next level.
Fort Wayne has taught me many things, but probably the most important thing is to always keep pushing no matter what's thrown at you.
On the forward and D skills, sometimes we'll get a Comets player, and those guys help out a lot as well.
We were very fortunate to have the Fort Wayne Comets in town and to be able to partner with them. Their captain, Anthony Petrozelli, actually comes out once a week and runs a skill session for our players. The relationships we're able to build with him and other Comet players that come onto the ice with us is very special and helps build a strong community within the space.
The fact that they have a pro team like the Comets here in town, it's a great resource for them. all of us players, we're pretty open to, talking to anyone in the town. And so whenever these spacemen reach out to us and just want to ask us questions on different types of, how to, whether it's just how do I want to shoot this puck, how should I do this type of play?
Yeah, we teach our kids to be professionals, and we hold them to a higher standard. They have great resources here, but the expectations are higher. We don't want it to be easy to be a Fort Wayne Spaceman.
Here we have guys from Australia, Russia, Ukraine. It's everywhere in the world, and it just makes like a great group, and we learn from each other, and it's just amazing.
Woolley, up top Tetro, shoots, goal! Sam Tetro, his first goal is a hat trick!
Everyone supports and respect each other and everything, and I think that makes us one of the best team in the league.
Yeah, guys help me because it's different hockey with Russia, and guys show me how it works, and I'm grateful for all.
I've had other billet families before. I don't think I've ever had the type of relationship that I do with them. One of the things I think is nice about it is you get to know these people more than you do like anybody else.
It's been incredible. I think they put the players first and make sure that you get the development you need. They really make sure that all the players are doing well, and not only on the ice but off the ice, and making sure they have everything's well with your billets and that you have a really good fit while you're playing here in Fort Wayne.
Honestly, the first week I got here, I felt like I got welcomed to the family right away and just got introduced to everything. It was really cool.
I just love the people here in Fort Wayne, and the past 2 years prior to this year, I just had a really good experience, and I had the chance to come back, and there's no better group that I want to go out with than the Spacemen, so I decided to come back.
Coaching staff has just really pushed me to become the player I know I can become. It's good having that person there to really motivate you and push you and just bring out the best in you.
The coaching staff here taught me how to be the same skills as a pro, and they taught me how to be a better person off and on the ice and be more well-rounded as a person.
We come together during the games and in practices. We have a ton of fun. I think it's just a strong group of individuals.
Welcome back to the Ice House, where after 2 periods of action, the Fort Wayne Spacemen Premier leads the Chicago Cougars 4-1. Shots after 2 periods are 16-33 in favor of the Spacemen. Face-offs 12-24 in favor of the Spacemen. Block shots 9-3 in favor of the Chicago Cougars. Both teams 1 for 3 on the power play. They both had a sort of condensed power play as their penalties overlapped on that last one. Hitting just about even. My tally has it at 11-12, once again in favor of the Spacemen. So we had 3 goals that period, all for the Spacemen, and we'll walk you through each one of them. Firstly, we got this one under 30 seconds in. It's going to be Tucker Tone from Rex Wollington and Brody Birds. This was Tone's second of the playoffs. A little bit later on, Fort Wayne strikes again. This time on the power play. This play is just beautifully set up. And it winds up to Alexis Toussaint, this time assisted from Tucker Tone and Jack Backstrom. And that'll put us at a 3-1 lead for the Spacemen, and they're not done yet. This one here starts with the block shot by Tone. And ends with a 2-on-1 with Alexis Toussaint finishing for his second of the game and the Spacemen's fourth. That'll do it for our second intermission report. We'll be back with some third period action. You're watching Fort Wayne Spacemen playoff hockey on Flow TV, brought to you by Summit City Sports, summitcitysports.com.
Playing soccer since I was 5 years old. Started with Upward and then started with the Leo middle school teams and then started playing high school and decided that soccer was my sport. I further wanted to play travel and I decided to play with Sport Club. College soccer has been a dream for me since freshman and sophomore year of high school. I went to the Manchester University ID camp and I really liked it. Their team is very young. They have a lot to look forward to. They're big on family and that's what I really like. The last couple months have been very critical, battling through both my surgery and my other injury. I've worked with Mike at Parkview Athletic Rehab to strengthen my knee. The EDGE program makes me better as a soccer player because soccer comes with strength and with the agility, change of direction. I've become a faster runner. Tiffany has helped me become a better person in general. She's helped me throughout my injuries and she's one of my #1 supporters. PSM has been very beneficial with making sure I'm still healthy and becoming more healthy and that made me drive to be better at soccer. I'm very happy from where I came.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Emerson Weaver from Leo High School and Empowered Volleyball Academy. I first picked up a volleyball, I was probably like 8. I started playing club because my best friend did it, especially going into my late middle school years. I started training hard and now I'm playing high school and I love it, and I'm playing beach and I love it, and it's amazing because I get the best of both worlds. For the past 2 years, I really focused on beach, and that's really where I kind of want to go with my future. At Empowered, we've done specific sports performance training with PSM, and it's really just helped us grow as athletes. I notice it, I'm jumping higher, I'm running faster. It's just really helped me overall. It's insane how much of a better athlete I've become, being able to lift and do all those different movements, and I can really just notice it as a club. It's truly helping us all the way around as volleyball players. It's just been super beneficial.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
PSM is not just for me, it's for all athletes in the city, because I'm not the only person in the city that's playing different sports. There's people that play golf, lacrosse, every type of sport in there. I like how it's just personalized. So like your sport, over the winter and most of the summer, I think I focused on putting on weight, putting on more muscle. That'll help in all aspects of football, being able to defeat blocks, tackle, and prevent injuries more. I'm way stronger in other mental aspects of the game, my approach at the plate, how to play different hitters and all that type of stuff that goes into the game. But once August came around, then it was full football mode. It was kind of cool to get that first football offer, and it also shows people around the area that I'm something other than just a baseball player.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
basically the sport for me, and I knew that. And I grew up on a golf course. A lot of my family's played golf, and then there's been a lot of college golfers I played with, and I've always wanted to be like them. College golf's always been a goal, and I'm excited that I'm going to get that chance. I ended up choosing Franklin. I really like it there. Really young program, great school as well. I just enjoyed it there, and definitely excited for the 4 years. I started Edge 2 years ago, and that's where I've noticed my biggest improvements. It's coming in here, getting speed, agility, as well as rotation and everything. It all translates to the golf game. Becoming stronger, gaining some club speed, be able to hit it farther. You have to put in the work. Also, the mental game's a big thing, and Tiffany and I work on that a ton, and I think she's probably one of the biggest reasons why I am where I am. That's a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you really don't think about that really translates to the golf game.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape, and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Welcome back, folks, as the Spacemen take to the ice. We are ready for some third period action here, and it was exciting there in the second period there as the Spacemen came back and they tied it up, and that wasn't enough. They put up 4 unanswered goals, and they kind of stunned Chicago here. But with the coaching from Kaylee Schrock, let's see what the Spacemen can pour on here in the third period. But the coaching over with Josh Dahlman and the Chicago Cougars, they are not going to lay over. They saw that first goal in the first period, and they want to come back. They did it early, and they want to come back. Let's see what they have came up with out of their locker room. We are ready for third period here. 20 minutes on the clock, fresh sheet of ice. And both teams getting ready here as we see Chris Zingra setting the crease here. Beauville getting his last second stretches in. We are ready here now for puck drop. And the game 2 of the 2025 USPHL playoffs. And here we are into the third period. Off the face-off, Chicago picked up, but momentarily it was Spaceman with it, and now we'll see a face-off just outside of, I think I got touched by a player on the Chicago bench here.
A lot going on out there right now.
So right off the bat, Tone now he may get one for taunting here, but let's see. Yep, and he does. When he tapped him on the head. So the original penalty here to Rocco Romito goes in, possibly for a trip. And we'll get it unsportsmanlike, probably on Tone.
Great way to start the period.
So at least it wasn't fisticuffs, but had Tone not, it would have been a power play, but nothing changes from the face-off drop. But we'll see shorter amount of players here, just 9 seconds in to the third period. Face-off, puck's going to be dropped back, picked up to Backstrom. Backstrom is going to draw in. The effort there, Calzada, and he momentarily got a piece of it. He's going to come out with the puck, feeds it up front. Backstrom ties up his guy, puts him in the crease, though, as Zingra goes down. Here comes Burge now. Burge throws it in. Round it goes. And we've seen both teams struggle a little bit on 4-on-4. Now the pass on, a good connection. Here's Calzada, picks it up. And he feeds right here in the slot, and it's broken up. Backstrom stops the effort there, put on by Stornello. Now here we go. Going up the ice, Richard gets taken off the play. Burge is looking for it. Comes back to Richard. Richard puts it in. Richard hanging on. He's alone. Now he hits the boards again. Oriashev coming in. He's got some help behind him. Takes a look. Takes a shot. Out it comes loose. Burge with it. Feeds it pretty calmly back. Over to Varon. Varon turns it over to Birkencotter, but Birkencotter's struggling with it. Does manage to get out. Coming back, Alex Varon will pick up the puck here back into the Fort Wayne zone. 47 seconds remaining on the offsetting penalties. Varon with it. It's going to be picked up. Delphos almost on the spoil here, but he does manage to get it back. And it is now picked up and played now by Bonin. Toussaint back on defense. Bonin with it. He wants to set up a play. Throws it in and around it goes, but it will be picked up by the Cougars. Here come the Cougars now. They'll take advantage of this. Trying to slide across on the intercept. No doing, but turned over. Toussaint. Kershik tries. Toussaint's disposed of right in front of the penalty box where Chicago, one of the players, is serving. Down to 8 seconds remaining. Puck's going to be turned over. Well, back and forth it goes. Now Bonin's with it now. Sees a lane. Drops it over and picked up. Visosky with a shot. Oh, comes across. Picked up Chicago. Back to full strength for both teams. And on a break now. Here they come all the way in with a look. Oh, and he just whiffs on it. Second effort comes right across. And it's shut down as it's held right at the pipes. Gingras stops the effort there on the second effort. Rocco Romero didn't like his first shot, but it does come out on a rebound, and he comes across.
Bit of a wrestling match.
Yeah, we're still watching this here. Can't see the numbers yet, but we see Kirsha is one, and Delphos is the other. So just as the boxes clear out, we'll see if they let it go. All right, so they got started when they were searching for the puck, and Gingras had it right at the pipe there. On the face-off, and it's going to be held by Plumbert and the Cougars. Junvier tying up stick, gives a chance now for Wellington to get it out. Wellington's put head first into the glass, and it is now Vachon gets it out. As Kozada puts and he has to let it off. He wanted to get the check in more than puck possession, so finds it back into his zone. On the hip check there, wasn't successful, but now here it might as Vachon is getting tossed around as well as Plumbert puts body on. And here we go. Here's a chance for the Cougars, but it is spoiled. Played by Wellington. Barnashov on the reach. And the puck comes all the way, and by the time that Wellington here is just getting pulverized here by Romero. So meanwhile, Barnashov's coming down to the corner. Birkencotter tries to put the hit on. It essentially pushes him into his guy, takes him down, and it is a hit fest right now. It's going to be picked up by the Cougars, still in the zone, kept. Birkencotter getting rid of it. Backstrom picks it up, and he just puts it soft back into the corner. Picked up by Birkencotter with the Cougars. Here he looks. Puts the pass into the skates, gives a chance for the Spacemen to come in to clobber a player there. On the turnover, Scully with it now. Scully's got it. He's going to look. He's going to try to go all the way in. Still with it. Feeds it back into the corner. Draws Backstrom in, so back comes Cheney on the defensive spot on the right. Cheney comes back to play the puck here. I think it hits a player again on the bench, so it'll be a stoppage. .57 left here to play in the third, and already pretty exciting here. Excitement without goals. Is that something to be said?
You said it.
Richard on the face-off, and it is out of play, and it ends up on the Chicago Cougars bench as a souvenir.
Puck wants to be on that bench.
And they give it up. Face-off. Richard wins it back on a quick attempt, but it gets broken up, so it is picked up by the Cougars. Wrap it off the boards, picked up Bonin. He puts body on it, still kept in the zone. And they say advancing the puck. All right, let's try this again. Right in front of the Cougars bench, just outside of their defensive zone. Chicago comes out with it, but not for long. It's picked up by Tone. Tone, just outskates the reach. And now here comes the efforts of the Chicago Cougars trying to come in was Tricosis. Picked it up, Bonin, and it is going to be Moskevich and throws it back around. Picked up by Varon. Varon feeds it up to Tone. Tone gives it up to Burge. Burge carrying now. Richard comes off on the change. Burge is alone, takes a hit, leaves the puck. Picked up by Chicago. They drop it back around, and that would be Tumbrick. Now it's fed to Plummert. Plummert wants to carry this in and try to get something going. And he gets stick mad on the attempt there from Wellington and shuts down his effort there. But nonetheless, the faceoff will be in the Fort Wayne zone. We'll see how that turns out because it's been kind of animated so far.
Yeah, we'll have a good view of this faceoff, Dot.
All right, let's see if we see anything here. We will see Toussaint, and he goes up against Romito. Quezada picks up. Quezada with a quick try there as he picks up from the drop there. Wellington puts body on, leaves it for Janvier. Janvier tried to feed to Vachon, so now it has to be played by Toussaint. Toussaint got stick by Quezada. Picked up by Janvier. There's a chance, and it is. As Wellington had picked up, he tried to do something with it, but he ends up feeding it to William Stornello, and Stornello picks up the goal and cuts the lead in half for Chicago. He does that at 5 minutes and 16 seconds of the third period. So this one's not over, folks, as Chicago has found an option there. And they saw it on the miscue on the defensive clear for the Spacemen.
A little bit chaotic, but the rebound kicked out.
Face-off won by the Spacemen. Mayoke dumps it back into the zone. It's going to be picked up maybe by Visotski. Visotski lets it go, and it is now still in possession of Spacemen, now turned over to the Cougars. On a stretch pass, but bounced off the play was Calzada. Calzada heading to the bench with his line. Gingras goes and clears it. It's picked up by Chicago, but Visotski feeds it back to Backstrom. Backstrom retreats. Goes across, and here we go. Gives it up to Visotski as they got rid of Delfos, who came in. Visotski carrying it all the way on. And it is picked up now by Barnachov. Barnachov with it now. Barnachov with it. Feeds it. Kirsha. Kirsha on a block shot, and here go on to the races. Here we go. Coming all the way across. Backstrom does get the shot off. It's sticked up into the safety netting. And we'll see a face-off here in the Fort Wayne zone as Halling and Kirsha kind of went at it. Kirsha is coming back for more. I'm not sure if he was hanging on to him there, and but I think he paid most of the price there.
Yeah, there was definitely a collision right underneath us after the whistle, so see where the frustrations come from, but.
All right, so we are ready here. Face-off be in the Fort Wayne zone. Still a lot of time left, 13:56 here in the third. On the drop, it is going to be kept in by Chicago. They get a shot on, and Gingras shuts down the effort. No rebound there. And here's something going on. So Tone could not, he laid off. And here we are going to see face-off in the Fort Wayne zone as he went against Zabriskie there. Spacemen win the puck drop again, see if they can get it out this time. And they do get it out, but it's a delayed offside. Now it's going to be picked up Varon. Varon feeds Bonin. Bonin's going to feed it up to Burge. Got tipped momentarily, but it is playable. Burge comes back with it. Chicago putting on the pressure now, double teaming the puck carrier. And now it is back to Chicago right in front of their bench. Picked up and played by Stotzer. It's a bouncer coming back to Vachon. Vachon looks there. It gets broken up by Plummer. Plummer will get it back. And it was almost connected to Richard. Vachon there. The puck still in Fort Wayne zone. Burge goes across. Bonin feeds on the boards, and he picks up Vachon. He picks the pass up from Tone. Vachon coming in. Goes down. He's going to lose the puck, but they converge, and it's now picked up and played by Chicago. Off the bench, off the boards in front of the bench. Wellington gets pushed off. Plummert gathers it up. It's going to get fed. Arisha just lets it go into the zone. Back into the corner it goes. All the way back. Moskayevich, down goes a player. And here we go, Jean-Vier. Jean-Vier gets hit off the play. The puck's loose going back into the corner. Picked up by Chicago. Back into the Fort Wayne zone it ends up. And it's in the hands of Jack Backstrom. Backstrom feeds it. And here we go. Looking up the ice. Jean-Vier picks up the pass there from Mayuk. Lacey working with it. Goes up front. And a shot there on 2 stops, I think. First one was a good stop there. Jean-Vier was sitting right there on top of the crease. Tumbrick coming in. Tumbrick can't get it going. He whiffs on it, but it is kept in possession. Chicago. Riani comes all the way in to pick up the pass. Now he's on goal line trying to feed it in. Tumbrick now with it. Tumbrick goes in the corner unopposed. Now takes a hit. Gets the pass off, however. Now it goes back up to Riani. Goes wide, but in the glove, held by Jingra. And Lacey's getting pushed there by Tumbrick. And Lacey's having nothing of it, and the linesman stops him. And if he doesn't stop, it'll be a delay of game here. Potter keep an eye on it, the head referee. As well as the other linesman who is right in front of the Spaceman bench. That being Swagger. All right. What an exciting game here. See the Spacemen playing tough, as they always do. See Alex Zinoviev here, R.J. Roman, and his dad Ron Roman here is watching, cheering on the Spacemen. Their old teams here where they played last year. Tone with it now. Tone gets caught in a skate here. I think one got put on there. Plummer goes to clear. It's gathered up in the hands of Tricosis. Tricosis feeds it up to Romito. Here comes Chicago with a look, shot, and it comes in and out of the glove, played by Toussaint. Toussaint's got some pressure put on him. Gets it through, but almost broken up was Romito. Now on a laser, feeds it over to Toussaint. He throws it into the zone. There's a stick on the ice, but it is picked up by Romita. Tone goes after, or tries to hang on. Spoil it there on goal line, but Chicago now marching in. Schabel can't get it going. He does get the pass over to Halling. Schabel comes back out with it from Halling, throws it around. DeFos goes after it. They change up the direction. Wellington's going to go after it. Draws it back so Schabel can't get it. DeFos coming on the spoil. Here's Vachon, gets it through. Tone tries to feed it through, and he does. He connects. Kirscher with it now. Kirscher going. He's got Toussaint with him. Barnashoff with him, my fault. Barnashoff comes back, and he's going to throw it back to Kirscher. Kirscher gets it almost taken away by Birkencotter. It is now picked up by Chicago, and they sip it out, and they can't get going here. Now they do. Coming up, trying to get something on a shot in the glove, and it's shut down from the effort of Delphos. And a stop there put on by Chris Gingra, the Montreal, Quebec Canadian, playing tough here in the fort. And we are just at the halfway mark with 10-11 remaining here in the third. 4-2 Spacemen. Stetzar wins a faceoff back to Schutzer on a shot there put on from point from Christophides. Out of the battle in the corner. Chicago came out with it momentarily, but Backstrom came back in to try to spoil it. Now he has it. Sees Lacey going up. He's got Burge far. And it is broken up by the linesman. It turned his back to the play. And now it's picked up by Chicago in their zone. On the pass miscue, turned over. Mayotte gets rid of it, rides it on the top of the glass. Still playable. Plummer goes after it with Burge putting the pressure on, and he lays off. And the pass here now, it ends up into the neutral zone. Now it's back into the defensive zone for the Spaceman. Backstrom lets it ride through the corner, and he picks up. Goes to Mayuk. Mayuk's going to send it back. And he picks up. Backstrom Now looking, and it's going to be, just gets in to the neutral zone. Thought it was going to be kept by Chicago to lay it off. Now they come in. Burge will pick up now, 9:12 remaining here in the third. Plays it off the back of the net, and it's successful. Richard picks up. Richard's got Mayuk. Mayuk's got the green line. He's a forward now. He takes a look. It's a shot off the pad. Goes into the corner on the clear from Chicago. Cougars coming in now. They're looking. Throwing into the corner. Playing it now around. Vusakovic. On a redirect and a stop there off the boards. On the attempt there, Oraish tried to get something there. Almost had the rebound and effort there, but he was taken off. And a face-off in the Fort Wayne zone. All right. Having a discussion here as they will be sending in an official to be
analyzed.
Yeah, to be looked at by the trainer. So that gives a timeout here for both teams, a freebie.
Right. He must have taken that puck to the, looks like to the face, actually.
Yeah. Lars Swager. Used to play for IPFW, I believe, years ago. I've enjoyed playing games with him or against him, and I hate when he officiates the games I play now. Good guy. Known him for a long time. And he's a strict official. He's not favored. He doesn't take favors. He will call it. Even if his best friend commits an offense, they're in the box.
Know that from experience, do you?
Yeah. So So hopefully he'll be okay. We won't make comments on his looks. It might be an improvement. We won't say that. No.
Oh, my.
We love you, Lars. But it's a good officiating crew out here. They're not, they can't see it all, and we did have some questions on some stuff, but.
Right, they're not out here trying to actually influence the game there.
Right, and they're not.
They're just doing their jobs like us, Bex.
Yep, and they're not taking a favorite, unlike us.
Yeah.
But when we see good hockey, we'll announce it. I mean, the goals both put on by Chicago were good goals. And they're still in this. This isn't over. So they're fighting for their life here. They know the buffer zone will be tomorrow if they can do it. We're getting close. They are set up ready for puck drop, but getting some last second detail work on the official. And I'm not sure how to say, is it Scheitzberger?
I wouldn't even attempt it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, it's not a normal. I mean, it's more, I don't know.
Not even sure what.
German I could do.
Right.
But
when it's a C and a Z consecutively, I'd struggle with that. And then the SZ.
If there was
also.
an H, then it would be, I think, would be Scheisberger, but I'm not sure. And then we'll ask him later, and he goes, "Oh, it'll be Smith," So
yeah.
Oh, we're way off. Sorry. But he's ready for the puck drop here. Now we see the officials all back in action now. So here we are in the Spaceman zone. Tumbrick and Toussaint on the puck drop. It's going to be, it's a bouncer grabbed out of there by Bonin. He feeds it around, but it may get met. Chinny gets there first. And he feeds up to Tone. Here comes Tone. Tone's got to get through one. On a shot, searching for it, and it's covered as Beauville. Almost squeaked one through. So now we'll see a face-off down in the Chicago zone. Face-off, feeds it back to Bonin. Bonin looks, feeds the corner. Schnee waits on it. He throws it around and could not connect with Varon as it was picked up by Chicago, and they got the slot play here with a shot. It goes around the glass. Tone will pick up the puck as it clears out. He's still hanging on to it in his back pocket. Now he has it in front. Taking a look, getting a shot. It's a bouncer. It goes wide. Cougars with it. They may launch, and they do. They go down the clear here to get rid of it. And an icing against Chicago. So Spacemen will take the change here and see if they can try to keep a tired line pinned in the zone and take advantage of it here. Finally, they take the glove side. Cameron Beauville. Face-off, won by Chicago. And you see a defensive change, one at a time here. Taking off the play on a hit, gives the puck up to Wollington, sticks out for Scully.
Oh.
And a play on a hit put on to Wollington, delivered by Romita. Meanwhile, the puck's up front, picked up by Chicago, and it will be turned over into the feet of Visosky momentarily. Now it's into the hands of Calzada, but he lets it get through, and it's tomahawked. Well, it's not put back as Vachon was looking for it. And here comes a chance now as Calzada's going to set up a play. He takes a shot instead, and it's held on.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And it's picked up. And another shot. It goes up. Good defensive heads-up play by the Spacemen as they were looking.
Wow,
Zingra had no idea where it was.
That
he didn't
one
feel it under him.
Was loose and headed toward the goal line. I lost sight of it, and I think
Everyone
did.
I think everyone's committed this side, at least for officials. Barnachoff with it here. Feeds it to Visosky. Visosky carries it in. Takes a shot. It's a pad save. Barnachoff on the rebound. Loses for a second, but feeds it around. Picked up Kirscher. Kirscher he changes it up. Plummer puts some pressure on him. Now the puck is going to be picked up by Barnachoff. Barnachoff feeds it back, and Kirscher's got to leg it out into the corner to pick it up. He can't feed it to Mayo because that's intercepted. And now it comes to Backstrom's side. Coming up strong will be Chicago as they try to put it in. As Schabel there tried to feed it in there. It's still in possession of Chicago. Broken up. It's a loose puck. Now picked up Backstrom. Backstrom's going to change up the direction and draw Holling behind with him. Feeds it on the boards. Tries to connect with Barnachoff, but it doesn't go icing because it gets caught in the feet of Plummer, who picks up. Now Backstrom has it now. Backstrom gets it up, and Holling plays the puck when it goes offside. And we'll see a face-off. Looks like the official wants to go all the way. He's down the ice. And they are. 6 minutes and 2 seconds still on the clock here in the third period. Spacemen up 4-2. Face off in the attacking zone will be Derek Richard. And he wins it back to Bonner with a quick shot. High out of the air, snagged it out of the air, Cameron Beauville. They'll try it again from the same spot. Only ticking 4 seconds off the clock on that effort. On the drop, it's there for the taking. Picked up by the Spaceman, picked up by Tone. Tone with an out. Tone coming in, trying to stuff it in there. And Beauville with another stop. He's coming alive. So what are we looking at on shots so far in this?
In this period, I have 11-7 favoring Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Hits 10 aside.
Wow. And the goal favor, so the one goal scored by Chicago. They have one in each in the first and third here, so they're controlling this third. Oh, sitting up front, but played. Off the glass, going to be picked up and played by Varon. Now into the hands of Bonin. Bonin just lops it in, but he hits a player. So in and out it goes. Picked up Chicago now back in their zone. And here they come now. With a pass developing, they're going to dump it into the zone. In the area, Zingra leaves it go. And it's played by Varon. Turned over. Orayev now with a shot, and it's loose out front, cleared. As Bird's working on it. It's a back and forth battle here as he goes against Christopher Fidus. Bonin with it now, and he puts it in, but it's going to be turned over quickly by Chicago, but he gets the puck back. They said, we didn't like what you were doing with it, we'll give it back to you. Center ice, in the neutral zone, picked up Tone. Tone looks, takes a shot, it's a bouncer. Goes over the net. Just rolls up over the shoulder there, I believe. Chicago now back in their zone. And the pass that was intended to Orayev is taken away. As Willington fed it up to Toussaint. Toussaint now. It's Say advancing the puck, but I thought Chicago touched it last. All right, 4:32 left here in the third. Face-off will be just outside of the attacking zone for Fort Wayne. Toussaint up against Romita. One warning. And the puck is dropped. It's going to be Spacemen come out with it. Oh, they can't get it in the zone, but they do. It is put in by Cheney. Kind of a tie-up back there as Beauville went to play it, but he came out trying to stretch the pass out to Romita. It's picked up by Toussaint, and he finds the ceiling, and then I thought it was going to hit somebody on the bench unsuspecting for Chicago.
Yeah, a lot on that chip for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have that open roof, you know, like.
Yeah, some places you can get the puck sky high.
Yeah. Although I've seen some barns that have lower ceilings, I'm glad we got a height here of somewhat.
Yeah, I don't think there's any regulation for that.
Spaceman working to get control of this right off the drop here. Jean-Pierre looking for it. Chicago put it in. They hit Vachon. He's got to look for it. Calmly hangs on to it. Gets the pass over to Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre gets through a check. It was put on by Romita. Puck comes back on an icing against Fort Wayne. Now there's a conference here between Jean-Pierre and Romita.
Probably just asking each other what they're doing after tonight's match.
Or asking, I say, hey, I got cheaper car insurance than you do.
Yeah. There's no way for us to know.
Yeah. On the face-off, here we go. Toussaint on the warning here. So they toss him out. Chenet with it now. Chenet working on it. It's going to be tied up, picked up Wellington. It's thrown around. Oh, and they can't hang on to it. Here's a chance for Jean-Pierre to try to get a hold of it. Toussaint there. Jean-Pierre still reaching for it. Cazada picks it up, and he's sandwiched. Pushed off the play. Toussaint has the puck now. He's got to get through Plummer. He retreats. And a penalty or a stoppage of play here as we have two that were pushing and shoving, and no blows were exchanged, I believe. But nonetheless, officials shut down anything that could escalate. So we saw these two going at it for a while on this shift here. Now we see them in the penalty box. Ludovic Jean-Pierre for Fort Wayne out of, we couldn't say that name, Repentany, Quebec, right. Canada. I'm sure I'm way off.
If I had to guess, if there were to be any fights in this one, they're going to be initiated by the Cougars. Fort Wayne, if they win this, they're moving on to a new series, whereas if Cougars. Chicago wins, they're playing Fort Wayne again tomorrow. A guy for a guy is one thing. And if they lose, this is it for them.
That'll be it. Number 12, Rocco Romero, Naperville, Illinois. So some offsetting here with 3:37 remaining. Now we're ready as the official has been waiting for someone to show up. He's got a biscuit for him, and he gives it to him, and it's played. Right off the bat, Vasaski trying to fire on the backhand. He's got to look for it here as now Birkencotter with it, feeds it around. Some 4-on-4 action here, dug it out of the boards, picked up by Chicago. Throws it back, Riani with it. Connects, it goes in and out. Vasakovic, and it is turned over, and here we go. Picked up with a shot by Backstrom, in and out of the pads of Beauville. And picked up now by Barnashoff. Barnashoff with it now. He's circling, see if he goes on a backhand effort. Beauville loses it, but he stopped the initial, but he coughs it up. It comes out loose. It's still played. Chicago with it now. And they skate out of harm's way and coming down to the Fort Wayne zone with a chance. Feeds it over the stick. Oreidshift with it now. Oreidshift with a look, takes a shot. He was going to go wide, and it came into the glove of Chris Gingra as he came wide to stop the play there, shut down the effort. He made the shot look better than it was. He just didn't want to see it be fed up the point. He just wanted to stop the play, I believe, is Gingra's effort there. Tumberg versus Toussaint. Toussaint tying up the face-off circle there on the puck drop. Tone there trying to take it away from Chicago, and they have it now. feeding it, now going back to pick it up, Stronello. Stronello's still hanging on to it as he takes a hit from Bonin with a look, and it's blocked. A second effort there by Stronello had picked up the second from Tricosis. Hanging on to it is Tumbrick. It's off the boards. Toussaint tried to clear it up. Tumbrick with it now. Tumbrick hanging on to it. See where he ends up. Takes a shot, and it goes wide. As Plummert was tied up in front. Now it's picked up. Tricosis feeds it over, and Spaceman will gather it up. Toussaint with it now. Toussaint just launches into the zone on a bouncer right in front of Beauville. Now down to a minute 45 left here in the third period. Here comes a mounting charge from Plummert, and it's going to be shut down. Richard is down on the ice. It's Holling and Defos is right there in the crease there. Richard loses a stick, but he's back up and ready for play. Three seconds on the two penalties here. It could favor the Spacemen if they clear. And out of the box, here they go. Here comes Wollington. Now it is, it's going to be kept in on Defos. Defos there on the Schuster coming in on the action. Now Riani comes back to pick it up as Scully comes back with a head of steam. Scully almost got it. Riani feeds the pass over to Schuster. Schuster has to gather it up and look for the pass. Defos with it, connects. Just gets out of the reach, pushed off the play as Holling. Michonne picks up the puck, feeds it around. And here comes an attempt. Nope, it's taken away, but not so fast. Chicago, well, they can't keep it in the zone. Chicago working on it. The 1 minute left in the period. Oh, it hits the linesman, and here's a chance here for Chicago to capitalize on it, and they could not. It's dumped back into the Fort Wayne zone. Picked up by Backstrom. Pinches it on the boards. A shot in the glove, and it's held on with 43.8 seconds left, and we'll see if Chicago calls a time here or not. And they do. All right, so we'll see what they're going to do here if they pull the netminder, which they might, because they're going to take the face off in the Fort Wayne zone.
I would imagine they pull the netminder, honestly. Try to go for a quick one right off the draw. They probably have some kind of a 6-on-5 face-off drawn up that they've been working on in practice recently, and now's the time to pull it out.
Unless they take that opportunity to draw a penalty.
Yeah.
So they can have a several-man advantage.
That's an interesting strategy.
So we'll see what Chicago comes up with. And like I said, they own the first period. They're owning here the second or the third period. The second period was all Spacemen, so they've held them in those two periods. So two periods so far are favorably on the side of Chicago. So now, that part, their strategy, their work in that area is done, but what they need to do now is try to find the back of the net. So here's their strategy here. Still taking some extra time here. Coach is still going over the play that he wants. And see if they can translate it on the ice. On the second whistle here from the officials as Gingras gets into the net. We don't see anybody in the net now for Chicago, and we predicted that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't expect anybody.
Six man now has come out.
Chosen their six.
And here we go. It's Tumbrick on the faceoff, won by the Spaceman as he went against Richard. Muskagovic comes back. Lacey is going to tie it up on the boards. It's going to come back. Chicago goes to clear, but it's going to be easily picked up by the Spaceman. They just try to get it out of the zone. It's going to be kept in by Chicago. Went off the skates, it goes wide. Muskagovic feeds it. Tumbrick with it. Tumbrick feeds it. Now Romito with it. Just trying to go throw it up into the paint loose. Body put on by Backstrom. Now it's going to be picked up, or Aisha, the puck's going to come across. Wants to try to get a shot here, and with a look, and it's stopped on a block drop by Backstrom on the attempt from Tricosis. That gets through. Now with another shot, it redirects, and it drops down. Thought it was going to go underneath and sneak in the fiber, but that'll do it. The Spacemen come out with a sweep here in round one of the playoffs against the Chicago Cougars, and the Cougars did not give up easy. They owned the first and third period, but the Spacemen did the work in the second and come out with a victory, and they will move on. And I believe they will move on and play another Chicago team when the Crush come into the Fort Wayne Ice House here to try to put on another show for us here. So Chicago is a tough organization, and they produce some good hockey players, which of the likes we saw here today. So good effort put on by the Chicago Cougars as their season has come to an end. And we thank them for the whole year's worth of action they put on for the fans here. And we are proud to host this game here and see some fine young men on both sides of the ice. And it's just tough to see your team heading home, but we respect the level of play that you bring to this team. Iron sharpens iron, and pretty proud to see Chicago here. It's a tough break for them here. They gave it all they had, and they really showed a really good effort here today. So congratulate the Chicago Cougars for coming on the road into Fort Wayne and just playing their hearts out to try to get into the next stage of the USPHL playoffs. So what are we looking at stats in this while they're doing the handshake here? My favorite part, by the way, I love this where you congratulate your opponent there.
So let's have a look. Face-offs throughout the game. Fort Wayne favored in this category. 35, 36 to 20 in favor of Fort Wayne. Shots here in that third period were just a little bit in Fort Wayne's favor. We got 15 to 11 by my tallies. The block shots also just about equal. Fort Wayne got in front of 9 throughout the course of this game. The Chicago Cougars got in front of 10 throughout the course of the game. Both teams 1 for 3 on the power play. Hitting in that third period was absolutely explosive. We're looking at 14 hits aside, so a lot of physicality at the end there. And I think that'll do it for us.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Last word, Bryce? Well, you'll be back tomorrow in the morning for Elite.
Well, I just wanted to say I always respect the handshake there. It is, it is tough to battle an opponent. We have no enemies here. At some point, we will see these players later and in life, throughout. And so we're going to try to sign off here early with some chirping going on. But tomorrow we'll be back for the Spacemen Elite. So we want to thank the Fort Wayne Spacemen putting on the show here today. Congratulations to the premier effort on the 4-2 victory. And we want to thank you for watching the Fort Wayne Spacemen on Flow Sports, brought to you by Summit City Sports. Take care. Drive safe. Someone out there loves you. We will see you. Goodbye.